Hi, Optine. And hello, everyone else. How are you all doing today? What's going on in your life, Optine? You doing okay? You having a good day so far? I know it's morning where you're at, but it's 2 p.m. here in the UK. The sun is shining. It just finished raining. And, it's very windy outside. Just, putting that out there. Ooh, and I got a new hoodie today. I ordered the Cheese Love hoodie from the Sims shop, Sims 4 shop. It's so cute. It's in the wash, though. I'll show it to you all once it's clean. You thought for sure you'd miss that one. You didn't, though. You didn't. You got it. You're doing good. You're the first. The first. You beat Augie, Optin. You're currently cooking is what's happening. You back in a second. No worries, no worries. Also, what are you cooking? And can I have some? Uh, just, asking for a friend. So, speaking of what's happening, Paralives. That's what we're doing today. We've got our Para Krista. And we're going to be exploring more lots, seeing if we can sniff out any hidden stories or lore or secrets, and we're going to try to get that golden chest that's up in the town hall. It'll be interesting to see if we can get up there, but we're gonna try. It's right up there in that tower right there. We'll see if we can get it. Hey, Augie. Did he, though? You've been lurking and you allowed someone else to redeem it. That's because you're just that nice of a person, Augie. I mean, you're like, yeah, I got it this morning. I'm going to give someone else the chance. And Opting took that chance, grasped it with both hands, and shoved it up against the wall. I have no idea where I was going with that analogy. It kind of got away from me there, but that's all right. How are you doing, Augie? You all right? Glad to see ya. Let's load up our game. 4 million, the 4 million save. Because we only have 2 hours to get money. 2 hours to explore, 2 hours to grab all the things. 2 hours. 2 hours to get our para closer to that 4.2 million paradigms goal. I'm excited. And Augie, you're doing good. Oh, glad to hear it. I had a nice walk this afternoon during the break. Did my usual lap. Just under 6,000 steps. And there were lots of dogs out today. Lots of dogs walking their humans. You know how it goes. There is even oh my god, there is this cute little dog. I do not know what breed this dog was, but they had like sandy brownish blonde fur. It was long. They were long furred, but it was really curly fur. So that the fur looked short, but you could tell it was long because it was really curly. But they had big floppy ears. They were smallish dogs, and this one was on the scent. It had its nose firmly attached to the ground and was just sniffing and walking in the classic tracking path. Going just weaving back and forth, and every so often it would stop. And it would do a circle with its nose on the ground, sniffing. It would do like a circle, like it had lost the track, the scent track that it was following. And then it would get back on track and it would continue the weaving. It was absolutely adorable. I mean, best dog ever. I'm just saying. Opting, welcome back. Who let the dogs out? Augie. Who? A doggy ain't nothing if you don't have a bone, right? This dog did not have a bone, but it was doing a really good job at tracking whatever it was tracking. I mean, I have never seen a dog outside of like films or an actual, trained hunting dog um scent like that. I mean, that dog knew what it was doing. It was so cute. It was adorable. It had a friend. It had a little doggy friend, and its friend was also, sniffing around, but not. It wasn't as like zeroed in on whatever scent that dog was, that the first dog was in. The other dog was just like smelling everything. But that first dog, it was in the zone, man. It was completely in the zone. Opting one of the differentiating features between dog tracks and coyote tracks is directionality. Dogs will meander. A coyote tends to be going at point to point. I mean, yeah. I think it's because, like, correct me if I'm wrong. I honestly have no idea what I'm talking about here, but my brain sees it as though dogs are domesticated. And obviously, coyotes are wild animals. And so, coyotes, being wild animals, they need to have a better sense of smell because, their lives depend on tracking and hunting. So they've got to track and hunt in order to survive. Whereas domesticated dogs, they don't need that. So their sense of smell isn't as good as like a wild coyote's or a wolf's sense of smell is. Um, because yeah, they might get a treat after they've tracked whatever it is that they need to track, but they don't need to have a fantastic sense of smell and tracking ability to survive. So that is my take on it. I don't know if I'm right, but it sounds right, right, right. Also, opting. What are you fixing? What are you cooking? Because I'm curious. I need to know what you're fixing to what you're wanting to eat. All right, we need to sleep. Krista is tired. She's very tired. She's also quite hungry, but that's okay. She'll survive. Right? Let's speed things up a bit so that she gets to sleep. Then we'll send her downstairs into the library to grab something to eat. She's nearly awake. There we go. Fantastic. So she is, let's see, what are her wants today? Eat, snack, or toast? You know what? We can do that. We can eat some toast. Sure. Sure, we can do that. She's also really, oh gosh. She definitely needs to eat. Okay. Um let's go through the secret passage. Oh. Yeah, we'll go through the secret passage. And we'll send her down into the library. I was gonna have her, like, try these different secret passages up here to try to get to the to that golden chest, but yeah, it's fine. I'm sure she'll be okay. Right. You need food, lady. Let's get you downstairs into the kitchen so that you can eat something. It's important that Paras do not starve. Ooh, that's disgusting. Can she? Ew. Why is there green coming from that microwave? That does not look good. That does not look good at all, but it's fine. She cannot fix toast because she does not have a stovetop. But she can have an apple. We'll give her an apple, and then we'll have her, we'll send her off to get something proper to eat. Opting, you're making a stir fry and noodles. You don't have any Asian noodles though, so it's chicken and broccoli stir fry on with penne pasta. Oh, that sounds really good. That definitely sounds good. I want some. I definitely want some. And opting, dogs are indeed lazy. How tight the print is and how well the nail imprints align with the foot direction is another feature. Coyotes have a lot of foot musculature, and dogs don't walk so much, so their feet get slack. Okay, yeah, that definitely makes a lot of sense. 100%. See, this is why when I get a dog, and this is why I want to get a fairly active dog. I don't want a dog that requires like 12 hours of walking per day. But I do want a dog that is going to enjoy going on walks because like I mean I'm walking like 12,000 steps per day and right now, and when I get a dog, I want that dog to be able to enjoy walking those 12,000 steps with me. So my housemate is like, he wants an older dog, and I'm like, an older dog is nice, because they like the cuddles, they like just sitting with you and relaxing. But at the same time, I want a dog that's gonna be active. So I'm thinking, I want not an old dog, but and I don't really want a puppy. I want something that's like 2 or 3 years old. Um, if at all possible, because that's like the age where they're still super active, and you can still play catch and fetch with them and take them on long walks. Whereas if you get like a dog that's like 8 years old or so, they're not always gonna be interested in walking. It also depends on the breed, but Hey Luigi, how you doing? Get him out, Malinois. We also want a smallish dog. I don't want anything that's like above my knee because I'm a small guy. I'm only 5 feet tall. Um, so getting a giant dog is out of the question for me. I need something that weighs less than I do, something that I can like easily pick up. Um, which I know that kind of cuts me on how much it limits me on what I can get. But yeah, a smallish dog that comes up where its head is below my at or below my knee, um that I can easily pick up if I need to, that enjoys going on walks, and is around 3-ish years old. But it's going to be a couple of years before we can get a dog anyway, because we have to do the back garden up and fence that in before we can do that. So one step at a time, right? One step at a time. Oh, you'll give me Sherlock. I'll soon change my mind. I like it. Opting, do I want a dog that will save a child from drowning? No, not really. Although a dog that could swim would be good because where I walk is like around a giant lake, so having a dog that knows how to swim is definitely a plus. Luigi, either a Labrador or a Golden Retriever, very good. They like to catch and fetch and are relatively active. My sister had a Labrador, um, named Ike. He was a Golden Lab. He was the most stupid dog. I loved that dog to bits, but he was so stupid. he he would. My sister had another dog. She had a King Charles Spaniel. And the King Charles Spaniel named Muffin, she would sit outside, and she knew that I could do this. She would sit outside, um, and and bark. And my sister's back door was a sliding glass door, clear glass, sliding glass door. And this dog Muffin, she would go outside. She would sit outside. She would wait until my sister closed the back door, and then she would bark. She would just sit there and go bark, bark, bark. And kid you not, the Golden Labrador would come hurtling from wherever he was in the house. If he was upstairs, he'd come hurtling downstairs. He would make a beeline for that back door, and he would, at full run, full speed, just smack right into that back door face first. And then, instead of like scratching at the door like most dogs would, he would look at the door, kind of tilt his head back up as far as he could until his butt hit something, and then he would run a full tilt at the back door a second time. And again, head first right into the door. He was not a very smart dog. but it was still hilarious. Jeeves, no chihuahuas. My mother's boyfriend, back when I was a teenager, he had a chihuahua, and that thing was mean. Oh my goodness, that was the meanest dog ever. So no chihuahuas. Although they are really sweet, they tend to bond with one person, and she was really sweet once she bonded with you, but she was still mean. So yeah, no chihuahuas. I don't feel like, worrying about company being bit. Opting harsh but fair. Also, hi Jeeves, how you doing? Augie, they don't do dogs that small. Ha ha. Luigi, Golden Labradors are a bit naive. Do I stream management games? I stream mostly life sims. So we do, like Paralives, The Sims 4. I do try on occasion. I'll try games like Town to City and stuff like that. Think, like life sim or slice of life sim games with some management aspects. I love Town to City. Town to City is a really good game. Definitely one of my favorites. Okay, Krista, you're about to starve to death. You need to get downstairs. By the way, meet Krista. Krista is our para here in Paralives. She does not have a home. She lives in a secret apartment in the old city castle, which is currently at the town hall and library. Um, this is not her home. This is just where she's squatting because she does not have a home. But she, she's fine. she's also kind of glued to the refrigerator, but yeah, it's fine. She'll survive. So we do need to take care of her. Her goal, by the way, is to raise 4.2 million paradigms. She that is her goal. She wants to buy the town hall so that she can, continue living in her little found home. And she'd like to decorate it. And in this game, you cannot decorate something that is not yours. So I'm going to have her go to the toilet. She's okay as far as stinkiness is concerned. I'm also, after that, we'll have her go get a free snack. And let's um figure out what she needs. Let's see. Her goals. She still needs to dance at a park. And she needs to become friend level 3 with someone. So we'll get there. We also need to have painted canvases in our inventory. I don't think we're going to be able to do this painting commission because we're unable to put paintings in our inventory. So I'm actually going to cancel that. It is a shame that we can't do that, but that's the way the game is, unfortunately. But it's fine. Opting a paradigms is only 20 cents. You're certain you're the first person to make this joke ever. You're 100% the first person to ever make that joke, opting, yes. Okay, so we visited the O'Reilly household yesterday. Then there's this lot here, which is for sale. But I think we should explore it, because reasons. Okay, she's doing well. So let's start meandering down, and we'll pick up collectibles and stuff as we see them, because she still needs to get a lot of money. So let's go down. Someone has really been vandalizing everything down here. I mean, she really needs to be ashamed of herself. I mean, not she does, but the townsfolk. The townsfolk need to be ashamed of themselves for allowing so much vandalization, vandalizing to happen. Words. We love words. It's fine. All right, we're gonna visit all the shops, and then we're gonna make our way down to the down to that lot that's for sale. So Luigi, I'm guessing that you like management games. I have to admit, I do like a few, like colony management games and stuff like that. City builders, love those. My, why did she go? It's fine. One of my housemates loves playing RimWorld and Satisfactory, those types of games. Um, and he absolutely loves the management aspect of it. Nope, I went down too low. Nope. There we go. There we are. Okay, so we will grab that plant for free. We'll throw the coin in the well as we usually do. It's science experiment. We were trying to see if throwing coins in the well actually does anything. So far, the answer is no. But I'm sure we'll get there. We do need something to eat, so I'm gonna have her visit the restaurant real quick, and then we'll go to the antique store. All right, so nothing happened with throwing the coin in the wishing well this time. I will have her. Let's get a bit of meat pie, shall we? A little bit of meat pie for lunch. It is lunchtime, so yeah, that makes sense. Bit of meat pie. Has anyone here ever had meat pie? See, when I was a kid, meat pie was one of those things that, like, when I was a kid, they were called pot pies. And my grandma, they were basically what you ate when you went to your grandmother's house. Don't know about you all, but my grandmother lived in the States. And I would say probably 9 times out of 10, she would have pot pies, like chicken pot pies or beef and veg pot pies in the freezer, and she would cook them usually for supper at night. Um, then I came over here to and I hated them. By the way, I hated pot pies when I was growing up. Couldn't stand them. Don't know why. I think it was the the pastry. The pastry on American pot pies were just horrible. They were like, especially since they were frozen, they were not at all flaky. They were kind of stodgy and gross, to be completely honest. And you never got enough chicken or vegetables in the pie for yeah. It was never good. It was never good. Iwoki, hello, hello, welcome in. You just had a sausage roll today and you bought steak and kidney to make pie tomorrow. Ooh, homemade steak and kidney pie. Nice. So yeah, I came over here to the UK. Or back when I moved into the UK 20 years ago. It was like 20 years ago? 25 years ago now. Jeez. Um, it was like meat pie everything. It's like pork pie. I had never had a pork pie before, and I'm like, what is this? It's like, what even? It's like a big wad of sausage and really, thick crust. What even is this? Um and then meat pies. I think the first meat pie that I had over here was a steak and kidney, and it was really good. I really liked it. Over here, it's like I'm really shocked because, like in the States, you don't get anything really that's in pastry unless it's sweet. Pastry in the States tends to be fruit pies, um, and stuff like that. Sweet stuff. And over here, you get savory. pastries. So your meat pies, your sausage rolls, your cheese and onion pasties, and stuff like that. That was a little bit of a culture shock, I have to admit, seeing just the sheer amount of savory stuff in a pastry over here. Really good though. I soon grew to absolutely love all of that kind of stuff. So I have to keep the pork pies down to a minimum and the sausage rolls though. I can't eat a lot of that stuff. Mainly because it's not good for you. Way too much saturated fat. Iwoki, you've never had fruit pie except apple pie. Oh, see, in the States, it's like pies. Pies are just massive things. Fruit pies, that is. Because you get, like, all sorts of fruit pies. You get your apple pie, your blackberry pie, bramble, was it? If it's fruit, if it's fruit, it's in a pie in the States. Pumpkin pie, um, just all of that wonderful stuff. Did my para just autonomously start talking to someone? It's fine. Ooh, that's a nice one. I will take that. Thank you very, very much. I wonder if this is classed as a park. I'm gonna have her dance. We're gonna go over there and dance. I don't know if this is actually a park, but um yeah, it makes sense. Let's see, is there anything in this area? We're working our way down to the yeah, we'll collect that. Working our way down to the beach, by the way. Is that no, it's just a mound of dirt. Okay. It's good. So we do kind of want to go down this way. We'll collect all of these things. There we go. Is she actually dancing? Yeah, she is. And there's even music. There's music for her to dance to. I love the that is seriously. I love it. I love the dance animations in this game. It's so cute. But yeah, I love sweet pies. There's even one of my best friends when I was growing up. Her grandmother made what she called Mississippi mud pies, and they were basically pastry that you cut the pastry into a circle, and then you put chocolate pudding. Um, okay, good. Her dance skills leveled up. Wait, she can stop dancing now. You put chocolate pudding on one side of the pie, then you flip it over and turn it into like a semicircle, and go and then you crimp the edges so that it's all one section, one thing, um, and then you deep fry it. Just stick it in the deep fryer, and then you sprinkle a bit of sugar over the top, and oh my god, it's just seriously way too tasty. She never made them very often. My friend's grandma never made them, a lot. They were special treats. She usually only made them for like her own birthday, but they were so good. I mean, oh, absolutely delicious. Loved it. By the way, did I read the newspaper this morning? I don't remember. Holy cow. So Stella saved a child from drowning. Go, Stella. And oh my, Chez Maurice is looking for a cook and is paying a 1,500 paradigm signing bonus. I think I think we're going to become a cook. A 50, they really need help, don't they? Wow, they're desperate. 1,500 paradigm signing bonus. You know what? We're doing it. We are doing it. Choose a schedule. We can work 5 to 10, noon to 5, or 6 to 11. I'm thinking of working 5 to noon to 5. We'll work noon to 5. That way we can get back home before the library shuts. And it's 3 days a week. So Iwoki Soraya definitely called it. Yes, yeah. 1,500 paradigms. That is just amazing. Work starts next Friday. Nice. Okay. That's great. That is 100% fantastic. I'm not going to complain about that at all. Why is there a free table? I'm grabbing that. I am grabbing that table. It is free, and why not? Why not indeed? We can sell it. Sell the table. Right. There is a berry chest there, so I will have her go and grab that. There's also a buried chest there. Wow, 2 buried chests. There's a garnet and another buried chest there, and wow, we're doing really well as far as like finding things is concerned. It's yeah. We've been there. We've been there. This is where we want to go. So we're headed in the right direction. Just making sure that there's nothing here. Oh, this is right next to our work. Luckily, we don't start work until Friday, but we can 100% introduce ourselves. We can scout it out, as you will. All right, what else? A program for okay. We'll say yes to that, even though we probably won't get there. That's fine. Sierra, hello. You might have spent a little bit too much time in this game. Never. No. No such thing. Ooh, wow! I found a camera collectible. Nice. How you doing, Sierra? You're alright. And Sunny Rain, happy Pride to you as well. How are you doing? Glad to see. Where is she going? Glad to see ya. Zero, your suggestion to not claim it yesterday turned out to be a good idea. Yep. Just a bit. Just a bit. But I disagree. There's no such thing as spending too much time in this game. This is a really fun game, We summoned Suyoro by talking about them. Iwoki, we appreciate all the tidbits. You especially do. Yes, completely agree. Sunny, you're doing good. Glad to hear it. I'm just fine, thank you. How obsessed am I with this game? Completely. I am completely obsessed with this game. I honestly, except for our work with Sims, co-working streams, I've not played The Sims 4 since this game was released. And really, I'm not even I can't even say that I can classify the morning work with me streams as playing the game, because I don't really play the game. We pretty much just leave it to run autonomously. I'll interfere sometimes, like when there's choices to be made, text that pops up on screen, or tidying up the Sims inventories every once in a while. But I don't really actually play it when we do the work with me streams. So yeah, I literally I have not actively played The Sims 4 since this game was released. I've only played this game, and I love it. The developers, it makes me, it's funny to me. The developers are like, now you're not gonna get any, you're not gonna get any, hundreds of hours of playtime in this game. And I'm like, really? Really? I love this game. It is so good. Yes, it has its little problems. There are bugs, but it's still a good game. And I'm so looking forward to seeing what they get up to as the game progresses. So what do we have here? Sunny, understandable. Yes, exactly. This is definitely a good game so far. So you were aware of the 1,500 offer for that job as a cook. Also, some random para would have claimed the job soon if we hadn't have done so. Okay, that 1,500 signing bonus is just too good to pass up, right? So let's take a look at this house, shall we? So down below, there's a few. This is like a little apartment building. So this is like supposed to be a shop at the bottom. You can see some kind of business here. But there's nothing there because that kind of thing isn't available in this game yet. Then on this floor, it's blocked off by these boxes, but there's another flat, what's supposed to be a flat here. Um, and by the way, I don't know if you all know this or not, but you can totally use this. If you bought this flat here, you could use this floor. You could use all three floors. Um, as you can tell here, because my parrot is inside. So yeah, you can totally use all three floors and make yourself a really nice house. Rain, Sunny, you've got 14 hours in this game so far. Nice. So yeah, this is an apartment that's for sale, and I love the little moving in boxes. Very very cute. The tiles on the bathroom floor and the little entrance hall here, again, super cute. There's no paintings or anything, really. There's a little closet there. There's a bedroom here with a computer and a little cute little wall. Whoa, I hate when the camera does that. A cute little wall art there. A bed. So this is like a fully furnished family home because you've got your main bedroom there, and then here you've got a single bed and a toddler bed with some toys. Very very cute. A little living area with TV, bookshelf, a little dining table, a high chair, and a little kitchenette. Again, quite nice. That's what this place is. It's just a little place. Now I am going to have her come up here. We are going to squat in this hotel in this apartment for tonight because we might as well, right? There is no reason why we shouldn't squat in here. We're just, breaking in, and we just broke into this empty lot, and the doors were open, and we just thought, make ourselves at home, right? I think that makes sense. I am going to avail myself of the mushrooms and stuff back here in the park, though, because we're not overly hungry or overly tired or anything. It's only 9 o'clock at night, and this is a park. So once she grabs that, I'm gonna have her dance for a bit so that we can hopefully take care of this dance like nobody's watching. Dance for four. Wait. We nearly did that last time. Oh, okay. You know what? We're gonna have to do this in the morning. Dance like this is a 4 hours at once thing, and not a 4 hour in total. Okay. I was wondering why that wasn't going up. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. It's annoying, but it's fine. Okay. At least I caught it before, I wasted too much time. It's all good. So, Yoro, you got the entire main cast from Scooby-Doo from the workshop, and oh my god, someone's done the Scooby-Doo in this game. Seriously? That's amazing. You move them into this house. Shaggy got the green bed. The child's bed will become a dog's bed once dogs are in the game. For Welma, you bought an additional bedroom, a level below the apartment. Nice. This is a really good starter house because you can start off as in this flat, and then as you get more money, there's nothing stopping you from building down here, or even the main floor, because you get access to the entire build right now. So that's pretty cool. I am hoping that eventually they allow us, they release an update that will allow us to own our own businesses. Because I'm picturing, like, I'm picturing buying up, getting this flat for our para use, and then like renting this one to another para, and then having our own business downstairs. Um, I think that would be really cool. And I am really, really hoping that they do that for us. Eventually. Who knows? But it would be really cool. It would definitely be cool if they did. So you're right across from the community center is another building like this one. Your first family is living there. Nice. So I'm going to have her... she doesn't really need to eat anything. So I'm just going to have her go to sleep. She doesn't have a fun need. Actually, no. Hold up. Can you practice programming? Because she does have that want to program for 2 hours at 0 learning speed. So let's see. Oh, darn. We're not good enough. I should have kept her her shower need in the yellow. We're not quite low enough in the current learning speed. We're at a 1. Gosh darn it. It is really difficult to do these learning speeds. The 0 learning speed ones. Really, really difficult to do. It's fine. Okay, you can stop that and go to bed, since you're obviously not going to be able to do that. Not today. Suguro, minus the business space on the lowest level, that's just another apartment space. Yeah. That we have full access to, which, like I said, I freaking love. Okay, a new page in your story. Plus 30% job performance for 24 hours. That would be really good if she had work today, So I think we're going to just wait on that. Let's do the moon pack and see what we've got. 500 paradigms for a free computer. Oh my gosh. Yes, please. Give me that free computer. Definitely. 100%. Okay. While she's asleep, I'm going to go ahead. We're going to sell off everything that we have. At least everything that we haven't donated, everything that we've donated or offered. Sell all of these things. Alright, that's another 2,000. Birds, insects. Okay, we haven't donated that. We have not donated the camera, or the garnet, or the pipe. Gosh darn it, stop it. Alright, let's sell those. Yeah, we want to keep those 4 things so I can donate them. Is it this computer that the community center wants? Or is it a different one? I'll keep this computer for now. We'll keep it for now, and we'll see. I'll check the community center and see if this is the one that they want. If not, we'll sell it then. But quite a few things to donate, which I'm very, very happy about. Zero, the computer is probably worth like only 260 paradigms. You think that card only gives the cheapest computer? Very possible, yeah. But if it's the one that the community center wants, then that'll be a good thing because I do want to finish that collection. Collection. It's a loose term, but you know what I mean. All right, so what do we have? She wants to watch TV for 2 hours. Program successfully flirt. Let's eat a snack for 2 hours because she's gonna need something to eat. Eat a snack for 2 hours. Eat a snack. She's gonna need something to eat when she wakes up. So that sounds like a good thing to do. Let's get her energy need up to a max, or wait until 8 o'clock in the morning, whichever comes first. So, Yoro, you could be wrong, but you assume the community center wants the gaming one. That's the most expensive one. We'll check. We'll take a look and see. Also, do you by any chance, Cioro, do you know how to get to that golden chest? Because that's another thing that we're going to be doing today. Mayor Gloomberg reminds citizens to stay hydrated. Why, thank you, Mr. Mayor Gloomberg. I will get myself hydrated with some lime Pepsi Max. Reminder to you all, when you decide to take a big gulp of fizzy pop, remember to swallow. Don't take an absolutely huge mouthful and then swallow. Just take a normal amount in your mouth, and because fizzy pop kind of burns, and the more of it that you swallow at once, the more it burns. So, just be warned. Okay. I need to hide this can as well. I'll put it here behind my curtain. It's my son's. I didn't have any bottles of Pepsi in the house when I checked this afternoon, after my lunch. And yeah, it was raining, and we store all of our Pepsi in an outbuilding, and it's like I didn't want to go outside because it was raining to get Pepsi, so I just stole a can of his that was in the refrigerator. It's mean of me to steal my son's Pepsi, but there you go. He may or may not miss it. I'm not 100% certain. All right, Krista, it is time to wake up. Let's get yourself some toast. Cook some peanut butter toast, please. I just think it's hilarious that right now you can literally squat anywhere in this town. None of the doors are locked. No one gets angry at you if you go into one of these empty lots. I personally think it's hilarious. I'm all for it, I'm 100% for it. Okay, so let's change her outfit as well. We've been wearing these pajamas for like 5 days. I'm picturing that we're probably a bit, our clothing's probably a little bit stinky. Let's try to, okay, yeah, the need to successfully flirt. There we go, we can do that. So, Euro, I was already close to the golden chest. I know how to get into the bedroom and the library. From there, I already know to go through the bookshelf And after that, it's only 2 more doors, you think. But you've seen that maybe 2 or 3 times, so you don't remember the exact way. Worst case would be a couple of failed attempts. That is very true. That is definitely true. But yeah, we're going to make our way up there once she's finished eating. In fact, I want to take a very quick photo. There we go. Let's go into photo mode. I'm trying to remember to... Oh, what happened to the... Where's her toast? Where's her toast? There we go. I'm trying to remember to take more photos. There we are. That looks pretty good. Screenshot shot saved. And of course the toast is right back. Of course it is. Thanks, game. Just, you know, it's imaginary toast. It's fine. Oh dear. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's head back up to the place from which we came. We'll go this way. Walking around, seeing if there's anything that we can grab, which there isn't. So let's head up this way just for a change of pace. We'll go look at the request board. Ah, cameras. We'll go into casual 1. There we go. Fantastic. All right, we'll see if we can help anyone today. Let's see. Excuse me. Can I please? Please, game. Please. Let me get yeah. Okay. Thank you, game. It's fine. Let's go up here and like I said, we'll grab everything that we can. Can you get some quartz? Yeah, sure. Quartz gems. Okay, we can do that. If you all see any crystals on the ground, let me know. We'll check the community center, see if there's anything we can do there. Steam screenshot, problem solved. Yeah, but the problem with the Steam screenshot is it shows the UI. And I didn't want the UI to, you know, I don't like having the UI in my screenshots all the time. Sometimes it's useful, sometimes it's not. But, yeah, it'll be fine. Okay, so... Definitely... Oh, wait, yeah, you're right. It is the Gamini gaming computer. They want the full Gamini collection. Okay, that's fine. We'll sell that computer later on. That's a real shame though. Darn. I was hoping. Right, let's go over here. We'll donate the other things from our inventory. Oh, she needs the toilet. She definitely needs the toilet. That's all right. We're going to go to the library anyway, so... Okay. We'll donate these 4 things. All right. We only need 6 more things. And then we get this, whatever reward this is. We're getting there. Slowly but surely, we are getting there, and I'm sorry, I won't call you Shirley anymore. I'll try to remember to not call you Shirley, you know? Okay, there's a chest there. Ooh, there's gold. It's not the quartz that we were looking for, but it's fine. No, stop it. There we go. I still love this guy here. I don't know who he is, but I love the skeleton. You know, this town has dark history. I'm just saying, there is definitely some kind of dark history in this town. I don't know what that dark history is, but I am hoping that as they develop the game more, that they clue us in a little bit as to, you know, what the all of this darkness that's hinted at is about. It's spooky, okay? It's completely totally spooky, but I'm here for it. So eating that peanut butter toast did not count as eating toast for the want, which it's fine. It's fine. Zero, you mostly hit pause, queue a bunch of tasks up, then stick your camera to your parents to watch them doing the stuff. You did something similar in the. Oh, yeah, I do that a lot in The Sims as well. I don't do it as much in Paralives because the camera angles can be a bit messed up, but I do enjoy following them around like this. It is loads of fun. In Sims 4, you didn't actually follow them, but you did what the first person perspective, basically watching their activities through their eyes. Oh my gosh, I could never do that in The Sims 4, the first person perspective. Oh geez, that gave me vertigo and motion sickness like crazy. Once you check on the different households, you'll see that there are a bunch of people missing. Yeah, there's one household whose son is missing. Um and yeah, there's a that's the one that comes to my mind. Um where there, you know, it's a one of the rundown houses, and there's definitely someone missing out of that rundown household. And I know for a fact that the current theory is that this skeleton down here is that missing teenager. Ooh, hello, malachite. I did not see that. I'm glad I went down here and looked. There's also iron. Is there anything else? I mean, there's a mushroom there, but I'm yeah, okay, fine. It's like, nah, fine. I'll take it. I'll take it. Wow. There's just so much stuff around here. Um, it's fine. Okay, I'll visit there. I was gonna visit the bloom shop, but I went down a little bit of a rabbit hole and started picking up stuff. It's fine. It's fine. We'll go to Bloom. Back to the village in a minute. Hi, Lucci. How are you doing? Glad to see ya. Welcome in. Suyoro, the Christmas house. Yeah, the skeleton is not the son. It's too big for a kid. Saying that though, there is a rucksack there, and I mean, I guess they could have like sized down the skeleton to make it look like a child, you know, a kid skeleton. But yeah, there's definitely some dark stuff happening in this town. I don't think that this town is all sunshine and rainbows like it looks like from the outside, you know? There's definitely mysteries happening around here. And I absolutely love it. In the Sun's room is a backpack that's identical to the one at the skeleton. Why would he have two backpacks? That is true. That is a good point. Lucci, thanks for the warm welcome. Oh, you're very welcome. Um, Rags are mega riches, going really well. We started off with like 500 paradigms. That was the rule. We had 500 paradigms because going into the game, I didn't know what kind of things were possible, you know, what you could do. So I'm like, I don't want her to die in the first in game day. So I gave her 500 paradigms so that, you know, if she had problems finding anything to eat and stuff like that, that she would at least be able to survive for you know, a day or two. But we went from that. We've got nearly 47,000 paradigms. I mean, we got a long ways to go. We have a long ways to go to reach our goal, but I'm in this for the long haul, 100%, and I'm really enjoying this game. How do you how about the words? How have you been finding the game so far, Lucci? Have you played it at all? You were watching a YouTube video on all the potential mysteries. It was so interesting. Ooh, whose video was it? I've watched a few videos. I've watched Only Abby DeWong and Finish Simmer. I think that's the name of the YouTuber that I watched, who brought up a few good points. And I've also watched the English Simmer, who also has presented her own theories. Why is she doing push-ups? It's fine. But yeah, those are the only. I haven't watched much of. I've watched a few of Gonz's shorts, but I haven't watched any of his long form. But I'm always interested in picking up different different people's perspectives as to what they think some of the secrets are in this village. All right, let's go back here. She's almost desperate for the loo, so we'll come down here and we will use the toilet once she gets up here. Hopefully she'll be okay and she'll actually be able to use the toilet before she you know, before she gets too desperate. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. Zero, let me guess, Gons. Lucci, it was Gons. Yeah, I haven't watched Gons's long form videos. I need to find the time. Life is just between live streaming and recording and editing my own videos. Yeah, getting the time to watch long form videos is not that easy, but I'll get there, I'm sure. Why do we not have a toilet in the plant shop? Come on. It's fine. It's fine. I'll fix it later. Let's visit the story nook and we'll go to the toilet then. We'll go to use the story nook to pee. Lucici, yeah, the restaurants have toilets, yeah. It's just I'm just so used to there being flats above every shop that when I there isn't one, I'm just like, darn it. But it's fine. I'll have her use the toilet here, and then we'll go to the antique shop, and we'll take care of that. And speaking of needing to use the toilet, my friends, I will be right back. I need to go take a quick stop on my own. Crispy Sims, hello, welcome in. Glad to see you. How are you? You all right? You're coming in to say hello. You've not been able to enjoy Paralives all the time, because you can't use the customized tool still. Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear that. Hopefully they'll fix it soon. I know that they are aware of loads of bugs, so fingers crossed they fix that customized tool bug, because I'm with you. I really want to use that customized tool, but you know, if it's bugging out the game, it's a bit difficult to do so. But anyway, my friends, I will be give me 1 minute. I'll be right back. Okay. I'm a complete idiot. So I just, the toilet, by the way, here at my house is like literally right next to my office. So I went in there, I grabbed the toilet roll, and I dropped it, and it rolled, as it does, toilet roll. It rolled across the floor. And what do? Do I get up and grab the toilet roll by the roll? No, I do not. I reach down, I grab the edge of the toilet paper, and I pull it. I now have a completely unrolled roll of toilet roll. Try saying that 3 times fast. In my bathroom. As you do. As you do. Jeeves, Muir versus physics again. Yes, 100%. Oh, it's so funny. Um, Crispy, you're talking about the color picker. Whenever you open the color picker tool and select the plus button, it makes a noise, but it doesn't bring up the UI. Yeah, that is so annoying. Fingers crossed they fix it soon, or someone releases a mod that fixes it temporarily while the developers are trying to fix it. Because that would be pretty cool, Okay, so my para is not hungry. What was that? Okay, it's fine. Sorry, I have the hiccups. I just heard a chime, like an ice cream van. And I'm like, I don't know if it was in the game or if it was outside. It's one of those big life mysteries, I swear. Luchichi, have I downloaded any mods? Yes. I have a few mods. I have the scroll out mod that allows you to scroll out a little bit farther than usual. Um I also have the mod that allows you to purchase literally every lot. So I can purchase the shops, um, the museum, the town hall and library, and so on. So, right, yeah, I need to save up 4.3 million paradigms to buy the town hall. But yeah, I can literally buy any lot on the map with this mod. Love it. Absolutely love it. All right, let's grab those things. And I believe that is all we can purchase for today. It is good. Is good. Okay, it's fine. Right, last thing that we need to do before we go into the library and try to get the contents of that golden trunk is throw a coin in the well. Also want to I was gonna say I want to pause the game and try to get a screenshot of her throwing the coin in the well. But annoyingly, the coin doesn't show up in the screenshot. Oh, that's so annoying. It's fine. And that person's in the way. So it's fine. I do love the sound effect, but sadly, she wants to attempt to flirt with someone. You know what? Hi, Cindy. Wait, who are you? Tara. Hi, Tara. I want to flirt. I'm gonna flirt with you, Tara. Just, you know, reasons. It'll be fine. Hold on. Let me catch up. Let's see. Ciora, if it's not good for anything else, at least good for entertaining. Yeah, yeah, true. Jeeves, physics usually wins because I forget that physics exists. So much for exposition of Muir lore. I can't even argue with that. I cannot even argue with that. Jeeves, you finally gotten a few minutes to play around with Paramaker. You've made a Rob Bobson. Yes. Have you uploaded Rob Bobson to the workshop, Jeeves? I would love to put him in my world. Cioro, your newest creation is Bill Durman. You're using him as a construction worker for your workshop stuff. Nice. Luchichi, she is so tiny. She is, isn't she? Krista here. She is so short. I love her. I love her to bits. My Paraself, by the way, is also very tiny. IRL, I am exactly 5 feet tall. So, my Paraself is like literally comes up to chest height on most people in this game. It's absolutely hilarious. Iwoki, you can actually click that person and move them when you're in the camera mode. No, can you? Oh my god. I had no idea. Thank you so much, Iwoki. That is a game changer. Seriously. Thank you so much. I'm going to remember that tip. Crispy, you don't think it's possible to save up that much to purchase lots over $1 million? Household funds max out. Wait, do they max out at just under $1 million? I thought they maxed out at like the same as The Sims, 9,999,999. Jeeves, you haven't put him up on the Rob Bobson up on the workshop yet. He needs more work. Okay, that's fine. Iwoki, I will definitely try it. Sometimes you move them around or add poses onto them so it looks more lively in your photos. Oh my gosh, I didn't. So you can set individual poses on everyone, even if they're not in your group with you. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. I freaking love that. That is awesome. That is seriously awesome. Crispy, you might be mistaken. As far as the funds, we'll find out. We will find out. I mean, I could. You know what? Let's find out. let's find out. Set money. Remember 46517. Okay. Do not forget that 46517. That's how much money I have right now. So set money 9,999,999. Yep. There you go. There you go. You can indeed have nearly 10 million. That is the limit. 9,999,999 paradigms. Iwoki, you're still learning, but you have so much fun playing around the camera after someone told you about it. Yes, 100%. That is seriously awesome. Okay, now let's go back to set money. 46517. Thank you all so much. 46517. That's not the enter button, Muir. There we go. And Control-Shift-C to close the cheats. Hey, Rock, how's it going? Glad to see ya. Okay, so, macabre manner. Yes. How does one introduce themselves in a macabre manner? Does she go like, blah, blah, I am vampire. I want to suck your blood, blah. My, what a nice neck you've got there. Is that a macabre manner? Rock, Glenn's me fell in love with me on Tomodachi Life. Oh my god, that's hilarious. I'm glad you're enjoying Tomodachi Life though, Rock. Opting, what is happening? Just me being weird, you know. Compliment existential dread. No, I failed. And now we're embarrassed. But at least I attempted to flirt with someone. Um That's hilarious. Rock, I'm always weird. Of course I'm always weird. I'm middle-aged and I'm gonna die in 20 years, according to my son. So, you know, if I can't be weird now, then when can I be weird? Share a depressing story. I just make everyone around me sad, which is absolutely hilarious. However, we are gonna have to end this conversation so that we can go here. Nope, that's the high school Muir. That's the town hall and library. We need to get to the town hall and library before we fall asleep. I mean, before it shuts and before our needs get so low that we can't do anything. It's fine. Ewoki, don't say things like that. It's Paul for you, okay? This is my son. For those of you who have never had the pleasure of meeting my son, he live streams. He takes over the channel on Friday nights. He is an absolute sweetheart, but he is autistic, and he he has no filter. So when he says something, you know, he'll be like, Muir is middle-aged. It used to be Muir's gonna die soon. Not, you know, Muir will die in 20 years. So he's improved. But he's like, it used to be Muir is middle-aged. Muir is gonna die really soon. It's like, thanks, kid. You know, I appreciate it. And then it went from you know, from that to Muir is getting older. Muir is gonna die in 20 years, and now it's actually changed to Muir is middle aged. Muir is going to die in was it? I think it's gone up to 40 years now. So according to my son, I'm gonna live till I reach 90 now. So it's you know. I love the young lad to bits. He is an absolute sweetheart. Lujiji, the weirder the better, you say. Awesome. Cioro, you know you set money to get to 9.9 paradigms. Yeah, you can actually have more than that. What do you know what the limit is? Because I'm just so used to the limit, you know, like in The Sims 4 being 9,999,999 that I just assumed that that's the highest that you could get to in Paralives as well, because it's like that's usually like the limit of you know, for the memory, because everything is like byte based, so that's usually the limit there. Iwoki, yeah. Paul definitely keeps me humble, because it's hilarious. Paul, when we go out for our walks, if Paul's home, and Paul likes going out with me when I do my daily trips around, you know, my daily walks, and he's like, he'll look at me if he wants to go for a walk. It's not, hey Muir, can we go for a walk, or can I come with you on your walk today, Muir? It's, Muir needs to lose weight. Muir's getting fat. Muir needs to lose weight. That's like, thanks, kid. You know, Rocket used to be Muir is old. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, before Muir is middle aged. Yeah, it was Muir is old. Muir's gonna die soon. Yep. Ewoki's like your help. He always says he's here for a good time, not a long time. Then you get upset with him. Oh dear. Opting, Paul is becoming quite the actuary. Paul is adorable. Anyone who's seen my, you know, he's met Paul, is, everyone loves Paul. Everyone remembers Paul as well. It's hilarious. People are like, "Oh well, Muir is it, we'll go out, like for example, we'll go into town, in the city center, and we'll go to Lush because Paul loves going to Lush, and everyone that works at Lush knows Paul now, because we've been there so many times. They remember him. They're like, "Hey, Paul, how's it going? You doing all right? You here to buy bath bomb, Paul?" It's just so cute. Hi, Kimberly. How are you doing? Glad to see you. Um, So you have no idea what the limit is money wise in Paralives, but you know that one of your families has 28 million because you wanted to use them as builders. Wow, 28 million. That's amazing. That is seriously amazing. And where is my okay, there she is. Um go through that one. And Rock, speaking of Paul, you made it so my me can yet can say Paul likes Furbies sometimes. Oh my god, I love it. I like it, Rock. Do you have anything about Dungeon Crawler Carl? By the way, just in case y'all didn't know, I love a book series called Dungeon Crawler Carl. If you've never heard of it, you gotta watch or read Dungeon Crawler Carl. There are 8 books currently in the series. Thank you, Opting. There are there's 8 books currently in the series. I am currently halfway through book 8 now. So and Cioro, you could try to use print money to add 3 billion or something. You assume it's 2.4 based on your knowledge of coding. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Rock Muir needs to lose weight. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? He's so cute. Rock, you need to level him up again, then you can make it happen. Sweet. Okay, so where are we? We're here. And it's is it the bookcase? I can never remember if it's the bookcase that we need to go through. I think it is. So let's go through the bookcase. She is so sad. Oh, this poor Para. Okay. Right. So we should be yes. Okay. We're in the bathroom now. So okay. Going through. Whoa. Hello. Going through this takes us back all the way to the beginning. Which one was it? She can go. There's two more place. Two other. No, actually, three. There's the bookcase. There's the fireplace, and there's this. Um, I think we tried this one earlier. Let's try the fireplace and see where that takes us. Her needs are okay. So as long as her needs are okay, then we can keep trying this. Please let this be the right one. Please let this be the right one. No. No, it is not. Okay. So we're just gonna have to go back through. It's good. Kimberly, how do I need to lose weight? What Kimberly, are you saying that I'm not fat? I am 5 feet tall, literally. I mean, this is me. I am exactly 5 feet tall. I am a short arse, um, but I weigh 77 kilograms. So that's about 150 pounds in weight. Don't ask me how much that is in stones. If you measure things in stones, but yeah, I am definitely 100% overweight. I'm not fat. I've got I got a bit of a belly. I do have a little bit of a spare tire around the middle, and I got rugby thighs. But I'm not overly fat. I'm not like unhealthily obese, but I do need to lose weight. So like I'm supposed to. I'm in the waiting list to go in for my lower for a second lower surgery. And the surgeon is like, you need to be under 70 kilos. You definitely need to be under 70 kilos before you can go in for the surgery. So I'm working my way down there. I'm up to walking 12,000 steps per day. A little bit over, but active steps is 12,000 steps. With a weighted backpack. So it's not much of a weighted backpack right now. It's only 2 kilos in the rucksack, um, and I carry that on my back and walk around when I go on my active walks. So, but I was 80 kilos. I used to weigh 80 kilos, and now I'm down to 77, and that's just in the last 4 months walking every day. So I'm getting there. I am getting there. Kim, that's less than what you weigh. Wow. Rock, of course I'm not fat. I don't live in America anymore. And Sayuro, it's the bookshelf is the chest tower. Okay, cool. So I need to go through the bookshelf. All right. Oh, thanks, Kimberly. I used to weigh back at my lowest weight was this is before I started weighing myself in kilos, but my lowest weight was 100 pounds. And that's when I lived in the States. Um, After I moved from the States to the UK, I started gaining weight, but it was I mean, really unhealthy weight. Um, and I got up to 120 pounds and then lost a lot of it when my son and I left his dad. So I was at 120 pounds when we left his dad. Um and then I went back down to like 105, 110 pounds, something like that. I lost a lot of weight. Um and then over the years, once I hit 30, I started gaining tons of weight. And the heaviest that I have ever been was 85 kilos. 85 kilos is the heaviest I've ever been. And that's way too heavy for someone who's only 5 feet tall, you know? Um, but that was also during the pandemic, during the lockdown. And once I started getting active again, going on my daily walks, I'm just really starting to lose the weight. It's amazing. Um, once when I went up to the 85, yeah, I went up to um about 75 kilos um before the pandemic, and I started working out. I didn't like being that weight, so I started working out every day, doing high intensity aerobics and stuff like that. And I managed to go down from 75 down to 57. And then I got carpal tunnel, and I had to give all of that high intensity, body weight training stuff up. Um, and then the pandemic hit, and I gained all of the weight that I had lost back, and then some. And now I'm starting to go back down. Um, we've got a goal. My goal for next year, because I'm 49 this year. I turned 49 in just a couple of months. And my goal before I hit 50 is to walk a public footpath from West Yorkshire to the Lake District here in the UK. It's an 80-mile one-way trip, and my goal is to walk that 80 miles in 1 week before I turn 50. So I've got 1 year of training to do, and in June of next year, I will be taking a couple of weeks off of content creation to go on that walk. And I am really, really looking forward to trying it. Where's my mouse? It's gonna be loads of fun. Um, Hold on. Let me reread. Opting, you weigh things in stones, but not the use of measurement. You just say that things are similar to a rock you once lifted. I like it, Opting. Keep things simple, right? Rock, if I lived in America, I'd be absolutely effed. Because everyone knows, yeah. I mean, it, it's it's not y'all's fault that everything over there contains sugar. It's just the way businesses run over there. Sugar makes things taste better, and salt makes things taste better. So the businesses are like big corporations are like, let's just stick loads of salt and sugar in everything to make people want to buy it more. It makes sense. So Euro, one can see that you didn't design that secret passage. You would have built it as a labyrinth with at least 2 loops and 3 dead ends. I appreciate that, Euro. I really do. Also, which way am I going here? Am I which one am I in? I have why, dude, are you okay in there? You'll be fine. Um, I can't remember which one. I think this is the first one. Is it the bookcase or the... We'll go through that one. It's fine. It's fine. I could always do the alt trick, right? Now where am I? Nope, it wasn't that one. Alright, secret passage. I've got a couple of more tries. We can do this. We can do this. That one. Bookcase. Kimberly, you were about 260 pounds, and now you weigh 240. Oh, that's awesome. Congrats. The way I'm like, my personal beliefs are that it doesn't matter what you weigh. Because you cannot judge weight. You can't look at someone and go, okay, you weigh 300 pounds, therefore you are unhealthy. There's no way to tell. I have seen people who weigh 300 pounds and over who are super strong, who can lift more than I can lift. They're super healthy. They do yoga. They lift weights. They are extremely active, and they are definitely healthier than I am. And on the flip side, I have seen people who weigh 100 pounds who are like super unhealthy. They could barely lift like a 10-pound weight. And they don't do any exercise and stuff like that. And walking upstairs makes them winded and exhausted. And they're totally unhealthy, I've seen both sides of the coin, and it's a weird coin, but I've seen both sides of the coin. So you cannot judge someone on how healthy they are by how much they weigh. Saying that, I know that I need to lose weight. And that's just not me being being all weird with my body and not liking the way that my body is. That is just, I know I need to lose weight. My blood cholesterol level is high. I am sedentary for most of the day and all of that wonderful stuff. So yeah, I definitely need to lose weight. Okay, so Yoro, the bookshelf is it? Did you say the bookshelf? Because I've just gone off on a tangent. The bookshelf is the chest tower. Okay, good. Um, Opting, I've weighed less than that. You wagered that I was about to. We are, yeah. As Zero said, yeah, we're talking about adulthood here, not babyhood. By the way, when I was born, I weighed 8 pounds 11 ounces when I was born. Just putting that out there. Kimberly, you weighed about 100 pounds in 5th grade. You were 12 at the time, and you live in New York. Oh, nice. One of my friends from high school lived in New York State for a while. She absolutely loved living in New York State. She's like, it's beautiful, and she did not want to move out, move away from that state. She ended up having to. She ended up having to move out back to Missouri to take care of her mom, whose health was failing. But she loved it in New York. She really did. Kimberly, you're 43 as of January, and that's a long walk. 80 miles is a long walk. Also, happy late birthday. Griffin, hello. Glad to see ya. How are you doing? Zero, you know that gaining weight after 30 all too well. You once had 60 kilos, now you're glad if you stay below 80. 1.76 meters high. So that's, you're not quite 6 foot tall, so that puts you at what? 5 foot 8? Question mark. Kim, your family came from England on both sides of your family. Oh, that's awesome. Opting, it's about 5'9". Okay. I was close. I was close. Rock, you've got the opposite problem. You need to gain weight really bad, but you can't no matter what you do. That Rock will definitely change when you hit 30. I keep telling Paul that when he hits 30, he's gonna have to give up all of his sausage rolls and large bags of crisps. Because he's gonna start gaining weight. The young lad, my son, is 5 foot. He's about a head taller than I am, so that puts him probably at about 5'7", 5'6", 5'7" ish in that area. And he weighs less than 60 kilos. He's very thin, but he's got muscle definition. He's quite muscular. He's very strong. He's a lot stronger than he lets on. He'll complain. He'll be like, I'll be like, Paul, can you pick that suitcase up for me, or whatever, and or grab that crate of 8 2-liter bottles of Pepsi, and he'll go, ooh, it's so heavy, and complain about it. But then I'll be like, yeah, well, pick it up anyway, Paul, and he'll pick it up, and he'll be fine with it. He'll just be like, yeah, la 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 la. It won't phase him. Uh, he just likes complaining. And Kim, you're less than 5 feet tall. Wow. So my sister, my eldest sister, she is four. Well, the last time I saw her, and we're talking. It's been a long time since I've seen my sister, but in person, that is. But the last time I saw her in person, she was 4 foot 10 inches. She is about 10 years older than I am. And she has scoliosis, so she shrinks. She's been shrinking over the years because of her scoliosis. Really, really nice woman. I mean, I love my sister to bits. She's hilarious though, my sister. She's so gullible. I once told her that I once told my sister that the word gullible wasn't in the dictionary, and she literally went on a hunt to find the dictionary so that she could see if I was right. She's like, is it really not in the dictionary? And she's like, oh, I've got to look. And yeah, she she actually looked it up in the dictionary to see if I was right that saying that it wasn't in the dictionary. Love her to bits, but yeah, she's hilarious. Opting and not the sausage rolls. I know. Okay. So I need to figure out where I'm going here. Do we want to do the cupboard or the fireplace? The cupboard or the fireplace? We've been going to the right on everything. Every place is to the right. I am tempted to try this again. So let's see. Kimberly, you're the youngest out of your siblings, and you're also the shortest one. Aw. My middle sister, I've got two sisters, both older than I am. I'm the youngest. But my eldest sister is like 4 foot 10, as I said, and the middle sister, middle sibling of the three of us, she is, oh my goodness, the last time I saw her, she was like, she's the tallest out of all of us. She was like 5'6", 5'7", which is really weird because my entire family are short. Okay, my mother's side of the family, no one is over 5'3". Um, none of the women are over 5'3". The men are all pretty, like close to 6 feet, but none of the women are over 5'3". And on my dad's side, they're all fairly short. My dad didn't have he only had a couple of sisters. But they were all really short. His mom was like less than 5 feet tall. Uh, m- Most of the men on my dad's side of the family are all under 5'6". And that the fact that my sister was like really tall compared to almost everyone in the family except for the men on my mom's side, just absolutely hilarious. Kimberly, you've got a sister and 3 brothers. Oh, nice. So, that's 5 kids. So that's a pretty large family. But I bet the family reunions are loads of fun. Okay, let's try this. Go through secret passage. Please let this be the right one. Please, 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 please. That wasn't the right one. Gosh darn it. Okay, let's try again. We're gonna speed run through this. Are we ready? So we go through there. Then we do the bookcase. I'm wrong on this, aren't I? We go through the bookcase. And then okay, we go through the secret passage on to the right. And then we speed run again. We go through to we go through there, the fireplace. Okay, that takes us up to the kitchen. Yes, that takes us to the kitchen. Then we go through the bookcase. I hate that one wrong turn puts you back at the very beginning. It is so annoying. Okay, now we're in the bathroom. So we go bookcase. We can do this. We gotta hurry though, because we are almost exhausted. All of these stairs, you know, going through all of these secret places and stairs, just so exhausting. Go through secret passage. Okay, here we go. There's a sofa there. Going up. All right. We are. We made it. We made it. We're That's a Skelly Bob. A Skelly Bob sitting in the. I'm so. Hold on. Wait a minute. Why is there a Skelly Bob sitting in the top of the tower? There's no lore here. There's just a dead skeleton sitting next to a gold treasure chest. Why? Why is he here? And we have the Enroque collectible, which is, what is the Enroque collectible? Oh yeah, it's the kissing stone. The Enroque collectible is the kissing stone. Okay. Griffin, that's his house, man, the skeleton. It's a skeleton's house. How dare you encroach? Okay, now we have to go back through everything again and get to our little hideaway. I will be so glad when we've purchased this and I can put some stairs in, you know? I'm just saying. Stairs would be so nice. Okay, go through here. Stairs and doors. That is what I'm gonna do once I have access to be able to edit this lot. Kimberly, you told your sister that they took all of the height genes and left you with next to nothing. That's what we joke about with my sister. It's like, why? Why'd you steal all of the height genes from us? So luckily it's dead. Everything else would be way scary. Oh my god, can you imagine if you stood up there for a while and suddenly the skeleton like lifted its arm and then its head moved and it pointed at you? Just You know, that would be absolutely freaky. I'm just saying. Kimberly, he made it to the top and couldn't find his way out again. Call you Kim. No worries. I will try to remember that. Jeeves, is it dead though? It might just be biding its time. Very true. You never know. You never know with skeletons. They can't be trusted. Kim, you had a stepbrother and a stepsister as well. Wow. Okay. Okay. What is the new page that we want? We can receive a... Oh, whoa. We're going with the work bonus. We haven't even started work. And they gave us a 20... sorry, they gave us a 1,500 bonus for just taking the job. And now we're getting a 2,000 work bonus. I'll take it. I will definitely take that bonus. And while we're sleeping, I'm going to sell everything that I can. There we go. We'll sell those 3 things. Wow, that wasn't worth much at all. Yikes. We'll sell that. And those 2 things. And those 4 things. Interesting. With Enrique, you cannot donate him to the museum. That is very interesting. I am going to go ahead and keep him in my inventory, though. I don't want to sell him. There we go. He will be our little pet rock. Zero, you never been at work and already got 3,500 paradigm bonus payments to not leave again. I know, right? So funny. All right, what do we have here? The new paper. The astronomy club is meeting at the Industrial District Park, and there's a free yoga class going at the gym. Okay, I'm not really interested in those things, so it's all good. We will speed run until we reach 8 o'clock in the morning. We will wake her up. She is nearly starving to death, which is a very, very, a very bad thing. So let's have her use the toilet, take a quick bath, and we will head down to the kitchen and have her grab something to eat. There we go. Before she starts starving to death, you know. Kim, your favorite Sims game was The Sims 3. I loved The Sims 3. The only problem that I had with The Sims 3 was the lag. The Sims 3 was just major lag fest on my PC. I would say that the game that I play the most, the Sims game that I play the most out of all of the Sims now is The Sims 4. I used to love playing The Sims 3 on console, though. I had Sims 3 Pets on the Xbox, and I freaking loved that game. Mainly because you could turn your pets into Sims. And I loved doing that. My favorite thing was to turn my Sims pets into humans and see if they got on with their owners or not. I don't know why I enjoyed doing that, but I just did. Okay, we'll have her eat a tofu dog before she starves to death. And what do we need to do today? We need to dance for 4 hours at a park. So I'm thinking that's probably going to be what we're going to do today. Once she's eaten her fill of hot dogs, we will go to a park and we'll dance for 4 straight hours. Where is a park anyway? Is this a park? Is this classified as a park over here? Because if it is, then I'll probably have her dance over here. It looks like a park to me. So we're gonna try it. It's nearby. It's, you know, I think it makes sense. So we'll have her dance. Oh, there's rotten food in there. Oh, that's disgusting. Oh, it's a burger. Someone made a burger and didn't and left it in that microwave, and now it's stuck inside of there. Ugh. Ew. Ciara, when does Krista have to get to work? On Friday. It's her first day. Seems you can't wait for the big gameplay updates. There's not enough opportunity for chaos yet. Oh yeah, completely agree. As long as you keep your Sims needs up, yeah, they just they don't there's not nothing for chaos. Not really. We need more chaos. Definitely need more chaos in this game. Kim, you remember The Sims 3 pets, and you would rather have a regular hot dog. Same, to be honest. Definitely the same. And so you're going to scroll further out and see where a green icon shows up. I tried that, and it didn't work last time. But let's see. Oh, yeah. This is classified as a park here, so hopefully it works. We'll have to see. We found a cannonball. I mean, you know, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. So let's dance and see if anyone joins in. Probably not, but you know, you never know. You never know. Someone might join in. I'm gonna take a picture of her. There we go. With this view. Let's go. Okay. Um. There we are. That's a good picture. I like that. Okay. Let's take a picture here. Fantastic. She's just, you know, she's living her best life. I could never dance that well. You know, I could never do those little shuffle steps. Not in a million years. So she needs to do this for 4 hours. Dance for 4 hours at a park. So let's fast forward. See if she's stopped dancing. I was gonna say see if it increases, which I don't think it actually did. So let's come over here. Let's have her dance over here. So yeah, you notice here it's not increased. But according to this, there is a park. Yeah, it's right here. So we are in the park. I'm wondering if this quest is bugged. All right, let's fast forward. And what I'll do is I'll have her dance over there as well. We'll just try different places until until the meter starts going up. Oh, wait. Yes, it started going up. Fantastic. That is awesome. Okay. So we'll just we'll keep it going. Keep it going. Come on, Krista. Boogie. I love the nightlife. I got to boogie. God, that's an old song. Sierra looks like she's stepping on bugs. Oh my god. Especially sped up. Especially sped up, it does. Yes. That is hilarious. I love it. Okay, one more hour of dancing. One more hour. She's got this. She can do it. I do not want to look at her needs right now. She is probably extremely tired for 4 hours worth of dancing, you know? But at least her dancing skill is leveling up very quickly. And her, you know, she's getting her fitness skill up as well. So it's all good. God, I want a hot dog now. Who else wants a hot dog? But not just any hot dog. The hot dogs that you get from the Christmas markets. You know, the ones that are actual, like, 8-inch long sausages that have either chili or cheese baked into them, and that are cooked over wood smoke. Oh, so good. So good. Okay, so we need to find Haven Alves. Where is she? Haven, where are you? Haven? Haven. Okay, it says she's right there. Where is she? I don't see. Oh, she's at work. She's at the health center. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. We'll just wait a little bit. Where am I? Here I am. We'll just wait a bit. We'll start off. We'll go over here and we'll make a donation. Kim, Christmas market? Yes. Here in the UK, we have Christmas markets. Every late November to mid-December, or late December, really, like just a few days before Christmas is what is Christmas market time. So it's a bunch of small market stalls that sell things like handmade crafts, gifts, alcohol, food, just loads of different stuff. And it's always loads of fun. There's rides usually, and you just walk around and you buy things and you just have a good time. And yeah, the best thing about it, whoops, wrong button. The best thing about it is all of the absolutely delicious food that you can get. Just baked fresh or cooked fresh there for you at the stall. And I always get a sausage. That is, it's grilled over wood, so nice wood smoke, and yeah, it is just absolutely delicious. Kim, it sounds fun but cold. Yeah. It's always cold, but it's loads of fun. So, okay, so let's see. We can donate quite a few things. So, there we are. One more thing to donate to get that donation progress. It's 5 o'clock. We've danced the day away. So, hello? Can I... There we go. I'm like, can I please visit the shops down here? I need to buy the things. I need to buy all of the things before because we are a little bit close to running out of time. And so before we do our thing for the day, I do want to come down here and, buy all the things that we need to buy. I am also going to take a photo of her throwing the coin in the well. Oh, yes. This this is a perfect. How do I want to do this? Do I want it like that? That's good. That is such a cute little photo. Okay, animation. Sadly, though, the coin. I really wanted the coin to show up. I really hope they fix that because that would seriously be super super cute. Being able to see there you go, being able to see the coin flip through the air as well as like the food and everything. It's so annoying that those things just disappear. There we go. But it'll be fine. It's fine. Kim, I'm making you hungry. So sorry. Cioro, for you in Germany, hello, neighbor. It is wild that people out there don't know what a Christmas market is. I know, right? It's there's yeah, in Germany, that's where the Christmas markets came from originally. I think because the Christmas market that we get here in where I live in West Yorkshire used to be called the German Christmas market. Unfortunately, and very sad, but unfortunately, they the company that did the German Christmas markets they were actually from Germany, and yeah, sadly they had to stop coming over to the UK because of Brexit. And that was such a sad time. It really was because I actually became friends with a few people from the Christmas market. One person in particular, she was an absolute sweetheart. She ran a stall that sold, she made, waffles and sold big pieces of cake and nice mugs of coffee and all of that wonderful stuff. And yeah, they had to stop coming over to the UK because of Brexit. And she was really nice. She would always like I would buy biscuits off of, cookies, like proper German cookies off of her. And she would always give me extra because she was just that nice. Astana, hello, hello. Glad to see ya. Also, congrats on your 35 stream streak over on Twitch. Appreciate that. All right, so we've bought all of the things, and there is a buried chest there, so I'm gonna have her grab that, and then we'll make our way back up to the library before it closes, hopefully. We'll get her back up into her little hidey hole. And then we're gonna have to wind down for the day, unfortunately. So we have been live for the last 2 hours have just flown by, haven't they? Absolutely. So quick. Kim, you're also part German. Yeah, my dad's side of the family, his great grandparents came from Germany, and his on his mom's side. And she definitely let us know. She was very proud um, of the fact that her side of the family were German. Okay, where am I going? Where is my secret passage? There it is. I'm like, I can't find it anywhere. So your wildest thing you learned about about Brexit right after it was decided, the most searched thing on Google was what is the EU? Oh my god. Why does that not surprise me? I mean, seriously. Asana, you got a new backpack pin? Ooh. Please feel free to take a picture of it. I do love seeing people's pin collections. I've lost mine, by the way. I have a whatchamacallit. I have a sun hat that is covered in pins. And when we moved, I put it in one of our moving boxes, and I have no idea where it's at. I know it will show up again eventually, but I'm just like, I really wish I could, I could find it again. I also need to, which reminds me, once I find the hat, I need to get one of those little mannequin heads so that I can put the hat on it, because the hat has got so many badges on it that I can't wear it because it's too heavy. But that's absolutely fine. It's still a really cool hat. Okay, so I'm gonna have her use the toilet before she goes to bed. Otherwise, she's gonna wake up in the middle of the night with an accident. So we'll let her do that. Have her brush her teeth, and then she can go to bed. Griffin, foreigners coming over and flaunting their sausages. Psst, the worst. Oh my god. Griffin, I love it. I love it. Cioro, a rather big part of Northern American people are part German. Yes. Especially like if you're from certain states. Like my entire family's from Missouri, and Missouri has a huge German ancestral population. Absolutely massive German population over there. All right, let's go through our page. Mmm. 30% job performance for 24 hours or a free computer. That 30% job performance again would be nice if we actually were working tomorrow, but we're not. It's only Wednesday or Thursday, once we wake up. So this will be useful on Thursday night. But yeah, I think I'll take the free computer so I can sell it for a little bit of cash. There we go. But my friends, we are actually, let's sell our stuff off real quick, and we'll see how much we end up with. All of the nom nom cabinet. Oh my god, I love it. Yeah, that is not the gaming computer. That's just the cheapo for 260 paradigms. Okay. But that's not too bad. We're up to 51,000 paradigms now, which is really good. I'm happy about that. I'm absolutely happy about that. Kim, you promised that you didn't eat my hat. It would have been a little bit too heavy and metals for you to eat it. Very very crunchy. Had you tried? I love it though. And so, are we talking about the worst case scenario? Oh, y'all are absolutely banging today with your puns. I'm all for it, 100%. Right then, my friends, it is time though. It is time for us to head off. I've got tea to cook. I'm not quite sure what I'm fixing for our supper tonight, but it's gonna be tasty. I will tell you all about it tomorrow, probably, if I remember. But anyway, thank you all so much for being here. If you've not subscribed to the channel already, hit the follow button on Twitch or the subscribe button on YouTube. Please take care of yourselves. Stay healthy, stay hydrated, stay safe. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And I'll see you all tomorrow night, Thursday, 8 p.m. UK time or 2 p.m. Central, with Minecraft. We're going to be going back into the Minecraft Portal Project Challenge, which I'm super looking forward to. So I will see you all tomorrow. Please take care. Bye. Kerwin, hi. And bye. I appreciate you dropping in, Kerwin. And hopefully we'll run into each other again tomorrow. Oh, by the way, tomorrow's stream is only on Twitch. Twitch.tv/MuirlySims. We don't do Minecraft on YouTube because I like keeping YouTube to life simulation games only. But anyway, I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.